All right, Ed, I learned something new this week. I'm not a very good gamer, no surprise there, but on our shoot for a place to call home, 12-year-old Demarie beat me every single time. He's a winner, though, at more than just games. He is surviving foster care, and he is hoping to win over the hearts of a forever family. It is game on at Big Rock Fun Park. And it quickly became clear he won again. That 12-year-old Demarie has an advantage. You won again. Okay, this is like the theme of the day. Needless to say, this boy is competitive.
I always want to win.
And win he did, beating me, reeling in tickets, more than 2,000 of them, time and time again. Demarie played football last year. He was a wide receiver. And he really likes his foster family.
Yes, ma'am.
They take him places, he says.
We went to Las Vegas for Christmas and we went to Jamaica.
And he wants to keep traveling to Florida and Washington, D.C., but next time with a family he can call his own.
I want a good family and I want a family that has pets.
A family and pets. That would be the biggest win for this young boy.
I wish for it, but I don't talk to people about it.
Demarie tells me he believes there is a family out there, and he refuses to give up hope that they will come for him.
Spend family time together.
And he won't stop until he wins.
It would feel good.
Several of the children we featured at Big Rock Fun Park have been adopted, so we're so thankful to them for their open hearts and for always saying yes when we come to play. If you'd like to learn more about Demarie or any child we featured here, just log on to thv11.com. Craig?
I thought surely there's still not discriminatory laws on the books.
Galen Nippert wants something she heard cleared up. Someone told her that renters in Arkansas can be evicted based on their sexual orientation. That's when she wrote an email to our Verify team.
Is it true that in Arkansas and 30 other states, a tenant can be evicted based upon their sexual orientation?
To get answers, we look at language in the Federal Fair Housing Act, and we ask UALR law professor Lynn Foster.
In Arkansas, discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity is legal.
Yes, you heard right. It is legal to discriminate based on sexual orientation.
Oh, I was shocked. I was going, that can't be right.
But it is right. According to Professor Foster, what that means in a landlord-tenant context is this.
If you apply for an apartment, you can be turned down because of your sexual orientation or gender identity, and that's perfectly legal. If you have a lease, your landlord can refuse to renew your lease on that basis. If you are a month-to-month tenant, your landlord can order you to leave in 30 days.
The U.S. Fair Housing Act prohibits discrimination in housing because of race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, and disability. Nothing about sexual orientation, though. 20 states do have some protection for people based on sexual orientation, but we can verify not Arkansas, along with nearly 30 other states.
31 states? That's just beyond belief.
You can be discriminated against because of your sexual orientation by your landlord.
There were gunshots heard, and there was a woman laying out between the apartment complex, bleeding.
He said, "I'm sorry, your daughter is dead." And I just lost it.
We're trying to put together the pieces to this puzzle, but nothing makes sense, Nothing about it makes sense.
She was so full of life. She was funny and mannerable and an awesome daughter and an awesome mother.
30-year-old April Harris was her mother, Tammy Fleming's pride and joy.
I felt like she was at, the peak of her life. She was becoming a better woman.
Her sister Amber Harris remembers a fierce, strong-willed mother.
And it's so small, like you wouldn't even know she popped 4 kids out, like so tiny.
Yeah, because she didn't weigh a good 100 pounds. And
so tiny, but would never let anybody run her over.
But on a cold, wintry January morning in 2018, that all came to an end.
And it felt so surreal because she was here.
Harris bundled her 4 children for school. Pulaski County Sheriff's Lieutenant Robert Garrett.
Her normal routine was to send her son outside to get the car started. On this particular day, there had been a winter storm, so she sent him out a little early to get the car warmed up.
She was planning to drop her children and leave for a quick trip with her mother and sister to Memphis. Just before 6:30 a.m., she locked the door to her 3rd-floor Fairfax Crossing apartment and walked down the outside stairs with her 5-year-old daughter bundled in her arms and 2 other children following behind.
As she came down the stairs on the 1st level, a masked gunman jumped out of the bushes and proceeded to shoot. And April's daughter was shot first, and they both fell upon impact. And then April was murdered in front of her children, who followed behind her.
The story that we got was that he was actually hiding behind some hedges next to the other building on the opposing side of the courtyard.
As if he was waiting for her.
Yes.
Her son, the one who'd warmed the car, watched it all unfold.
He was actually still out there as he watched his mother carrying his sister and his other siblings come down the stairs, and he saw the man come out and shoot at his mother.
He also called 911, and her children gave police a description.
Medium build, male subject wearing all black with a black hood over his head and a black ski mask over his face. Never said a word prior to shooting, and after immediately walked away.
No cameras caught that suspect. He was gone on foot before police arrived on scene minutes later. April died at the hospital. Her daughter recovered. In the days and weeks that followed April's funeral,
It hurts my soul.
pain and grief among her family,
someone out there knows something.
and few leads that made any sense. No arrests, no suspects, a case unsolved.
From everything that we've done in this case, we haven't been able to find any indication that she was having any problems with anyone.
One thing detectives did uncover is this: a police report filed a month before April's murder. Someone tried to break into her apartment, but no items missing, and no suspect in that case either.
There was nothing in her lifestyle or background that would lead us to say, okay, we can understand why this is happening, which is what makes it so hard.
Do you believe she knew this person?
I would have to say that she did. Otherwise, why would you wear a mask at 6:30 in the morning when it's dark outside? Now, you might say, well, it was wintertime and it was cold, but I believe that she did know him. What further makes me believe that is the fact that they didn't say anything. Maybe she survives and she recognizes the voice, or the children recognize the voice as somebody that they've been around before.
April's family said after the attempted break-in, she asked to break her lease so she could move. But a masked gunman forever took away that opportunity.
We're thinking that this is not normal. Her killer will be apprehended, and then you go on 60 days, and we're on Facebook and we're saying it's been 60 days, and then it's been 90 days. Oh, it's April's birthday. Her killer is still at large, and then it's been a year, and it's like, that doesn't get easier.
Do you have a suspect or a person of interest?
We have a few people that are persons of interest. Now, that's not to say that they are actual suspects involved in the incident, but we believe that they hold information that might be fruitful for us in this investigation.
Yes, I believe someone out there knows something.
A young mother, a beloved daughter, a darling sister, now remembered only through pictures and memories.
As a mother, that's your main purpose, is to protect your children. She wasn't given that option. She died alone.
This story alone should warrant somebody to feel like they need to provide information.
Who can shoot someone while they're holding their child?
We want to know why, we want to know who, and we want to be able to tell April's children that her murderer has been captured.